There is a common saying on Necromunda. Scum always finds its way to the sump. This is as true with billions of liters of human effluent, factorum waste and promethium runoff, as it is of its hivers. And down in the depths of the hive, where even the weak light of the great lumens don't shine, there are whole towns of scum fighting and scavenging to stay alive. Down the abyss from Dust Falls, past the tunnels to Rust Town, Spoil Heap, and Port Mad Dog, the underhive grows dark. Deeper still, beneath the Delta 7 bad zones and the old rat-skin trail to the White Wastes, the abyss lives up to its name, and the light of Dust Falls is hidden by miles of twisted tunnel. Finally, beyond the road to 2 tunnels and the tangle, the abyss reaches its end, opening up over the vastness of the hive bottom and the frontier settlement of Sump City. Rising up from the toxic sea around it, Sump City is the last port of call for gangs and guilders. Those who come here looking to seek wealth out in the midnight expanse of the hive bottom, or to sail out onto the Sump Sea in search of the Sump Spiders and their priceless diamond eyes. The trick, as any spider hunter will tell you, is getting the spider to part with its eyes. Sump City's only connection to the Underhive is a series of ancient cable cars, the battered gondolas ferrying hivers up to the lowest levels of the abyss. For here, they can make the long journey back up to Dust Falls. Despite thin, poisonous air, cam clouds that would make a Goliath-sized water, and regular movie raids, Sump City is almost as prosperous as Dust Falls. The wealth brought in by the spider hunters, the archaeotech scavengers, and the sump prospectors ensures its scrap markets are filled with rare and valuable items. Traders from the 2 tunnels, from Port Mad Dog and from Dust Falls, ferry the best of these goods up to the abyss and sell it on to the guilds, at a substantial markup, of course. This is largely possible because there are no formal merchant guild presences in Sump City, despite agents of the Guild of Coin and the Guild of Slaves frequenting its streets. The settlement has always been run by one gang or another. Up until recently, Sadie Original Sin and the Sump City Sirens did the job, though nobody has seen the Sirens for a while. Sadie's gold-plated boulder was seen recently for sale in the haggle at Dust Falls. This probably doesn't bode too well for her continued existence. Recently, the Carrion Queens and the Iron Lords have been dueling over this great settlement. One of the principal industries of Sump City is the trade in giant spider eyes. Spy nobles will pay a small fortune for these precious gems, and the largest worth enough for a slime drift captain to move up hive and live out their days in luxury. Harvesting the spider eyes, however, is no easy feat, and the larger the spider, the greater the challenge. Even an amateur sump spider is usually the size of a slave offering, and the largest as big as an Orlok battle rig, gun turrets and all. With this in mind, serious hunters sail out in massive armored scrap ships, often with flotillas of smaller craft to act as lookouts and baitmen, to herd the spider towards the big ship's gas harpoons. Of course, this is not always enough, and on the docks of Sump City, where hundreds of battered ships, barges, and boats of all kinds hang over the inky blackness of the sump, half-cut sump sailors like to spin yarns of the ones that got away. The tale of the Hydra and its captain, Hagen Valgoltha, is perhaps the most persistent of these sagas. And so the story goes, Valgotha and his ship, the Hydra, were the greatest spider hunters to ever sail out of Sump City. Each cycle, his crew brought in the largest hauls of spider eyes, and the grizzled old veteran could have retired many times over. But Valgotha was hunting a legend, the great albino spider. Time and time again, the Hydra went out hunting the beast, and time again, its captain returned empty-handed. Until one day, when the Hydra was overdue by many cycles, then a member of Valgotha's crew was found drifting on the sump, all alone and mad with fear. Valgotha had at last found his nemesis, the man claimed. He had seen both gigantic spider and sump captain sink beneath the slime. Valgotha still hacking at the beast's massive diamond eyes, even as the black claimed him. While some hivers come to Sump City to cruise slime drifters and trade in spider eyes, many come to hunt for archaeotech. It is a widely accepted truth of the Underhive that the lower you go, the better your chances of finding great wealth becomes. While it's also true that going lower means better loot, it also means that the tentacles don't have to reach so far. Guilders and nobles and crime bosses regularly hire gangs to head out into the wilds of the hive bottom in search of lost treasures. These can be anything from tech left over from centuries past to veins of valuable scrap or pools of concentrated chemicals, rare underhive fungi, or even sub-monsters for the fighting pits.